Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Barn to Paddock. We cover everything from barn finds, restoration, track bikes, moto camping, general maintenance, and just everything to do with the motorcycle lifestyle. My name is Dylan. Brief introduction. I've been in and around the motorcycle scene since I was a child. My father was a little bit of a drag racer, cafe racing, motorcycle enthusiast, still rides to this day. So I've always been exposed to the environment. I started riding myself in my teenage years, and then got my license shortly after high school, and have had a motorcycle consistently ever since. I've had a few years while I was married, buying a house, and having a child where I was without. But my lovely wife has allowed me to enter back into the scene and allows me to use whatever allowance I have on this crazy hobby. Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of take you guys along through some of the journeys that I end up on. I'm actually in the process of the first series I'm going to launch here. Is going to be a restoration effort on a 1974 CB750. So as many of you probably know, and if you don't, the CB750 was way ahead of its time. Is kind of the blueprint for what we know of the modern four-cylinder sport bike. It was part of a speed war. It knocked a lot of British bikes off the top of the charts there for a while, and it's just a legendary bike. Lots of innovative features. Honda was known for that a lot during the 70s and the 80s. They really were experimenting with almost everything to try to get an edge on the competition and convince buyers. And I think they did a pretty good job. So I'm super excited to have the opportunity to try to get this thing back into its former glory, and actually just to ride it. I'm super stoked to be able to. I hear nothing but good things about it. There's people that own them nowadays and say they're very capable bikes, even though they're 50-something years old. So super stoked about that. I'm going to show you guys kind of the process, or what my process looks like for finding barn finds or neglected bikes, and what to look for. Expectation management, and just the general overview of a project like that, whether it's going to be a passion project or a financial, like a side hustle essentially. So we're going to do that, and I'm really excited to take you guys along for the ride. So so next cut, we're going to be on our way to said barn location. I got to start unburying the bike so that we can get it out. So I'm meeting a friend up there to do that, and we'll record the process of getting it out and showing what the bike's condition looks like, and then I'll get it home and we'll do a more thorough look over and whiteboard assessment, and what I kind of call it. We're gonna start it off with a bang with a really awesome restoration bike. So I'm looking forward to following along and getting this set up. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more content, and we'll see you in a few. Hey everyone, I am in the process of packing up a bag of some tools. We're going to be heading over to check out the old barn find. I am fully anticipating, at the very least, a seized brake, flat tires, something like that to make it loading or getting out of the barn difficult. So I'm just grabbing a few tools, bringing a jumper pack for any golf carts or scooters that might be in the way, and a flashlight. You always need a flashlight. But I am getting ready to hit the road here. I have got to hook up the old $50 trailer. Well, let me tell you, it's nice having a cheap, affordable trailer that gets the job done. I guess it was last spring or last summer, I scooped up an old yard trailer. It's basically it was a jet ski trailer at some point. The guy had put the wood on it, but I fitted it with the motorcycle ramp I got off Marketplace for like 10 bucks, and then a couple hardware from the hardware store, anchor points for that, and then rewired it, put some new lights on, and got it registered for the road. Oh yeah, new wheels too. New wheels, wheel bearings. That's important. When you go to buy an old trailer especially, should just replace the wheel bearings, because chances are, if they haven't been done in a while, they're going to need to be done. So, and that's something you don't want to run into when you're trying to tow, you know, 300 to 500 pound motorcycle on top of all the weight on the trailer. So, yeah, so we're headed here in a bit, and I'm going to kind of walk you guys through some of my mental preparedness for going to scoop something like this up, and project expectations and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll get there and see how bad this barn really is, and how easy it is to be, or how hard or easy it's going to be to get this bike out of there. So, all right, we'll see you in a few. Welcome back. We are on the road headed to pick up the 1974 CB750. Well, I say pick up, but it's likely going to be more me moving a bunch of stuff, determining I need an extra set of hands, and then coming back with reinforcements. But I am determined. I have the trailer, and I will see where it goes. We're going to go check out the barn, see the condition. I roughly know what I'm about to find here. I did go and look at it in the dark a while ago, and it's in fairly good shape. But what I will do, you know, as we're going through the process, I'll show you kind of some of the things that you should look for if you're considering something like this, and you know, how much money to expect to spend on the bike itself and the restoration, and then, you know, expectation management for the whole thing. You know, I would say, right, you know, right off the bat, it's just one of those deals where you got to kind of be honest with yourself about what you're about to get into. In these particular cases with barn finds, you know, you should anticipate spending quite a bit of time doing the fine work of, you know, like cleaning up stuff, polishing, you know, metal pieces if you really want to go crazy, removing rust from areas, you know, cleaning up paint that's been sitting for a long time. You know, there's a lot of really nuanced stuff outside of just, you know, cleaning and tuning the carburetors, and, you know, replacing tires and brakes and stuff like that. So I'm anticipating having to do quite a bit of that work, but I think that the you know, what I'm expecting to pay for this and what I'm expecting to get from it, if it turns out well, is worth the investment. I always try to be honest with myself and not, like, you know, get myself into something where I'm going to be spending every waking moment outside of my job, you know, working on this thing to try to turn it around in a good amount of time. And I don't want to miss out on, you know, spending time with my family and my daughter specifically. So that's something you got to be honest about with yourself as you dive into a project. So so anyways, we're going to be arriving shortly. It's not too far from my house, which is nice, and we're going to go meet a friend there and see if we can't get this thing unburied and out of there and home for the full assessment. So all right, we'll talk to you in a few. All right, we are here at the barn location. So, I have my friends, Marion and Chad here. This is their barn that I'm gonna be helping to extract the motorcycle from today, and the mutual friend through them. So let's go see what we're up against. How's it looking?
Well, we moved the boat trailer sort of out of the way somewhat.
Yeah.
We were going to move the skull cart, but I don't think the charger's working, so...
This thing's been pretty reliable for me. 18 volt, we'll give it a rip.
Okay.
And then, we don't even need to. We can get it right there.
All right.
Yeah, we don't even need to move that.
All right, cool.
This isn't even gonna be bad at all.
All right.
Here, let me set this up somewhere. Well, I guess, hold on. You know what? We'll go and take a peek at the bike here. So here she is in all of her glory. 1974 Honda CB754. Legendary bike of the time. The blueprint for what we know of the modern 4-cylinder sport bike. Hard to believe, but it is. It's in pretty good shape all around. Got some rust here and there, but ultimately I think it is salvageable. The tank smells like shit, but you'll have that when stuff gets stuck in there for years. So all right, we're gonna try to get this thing out of here and load it up on the trailer. finding barn finds wouldn't be as fun if you didn't have to come up with all these alternative plans to get it out of here. So this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna pop the old, the whole carrier and the brake off of there. Oh, all right.
It's hanging on a little bit there.
Yep, I just need to pop it up just a hair more. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Now, with this out,
You have no brakes.
we got no brakes. Look at that. How's that? Is that rear moving?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're in business, people. All right. That is what we like to see. All right. So now, Mary, you want to do me a favor?
Yeah.
Or something, one of you?
Yeah.
Just kind of, we're going to stand it up.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have you like turn, just hold the bars like that. And I'm gonna
Okay.
lift and pull this way.
All right.
Ready? Okay. Now, I will push her back out of there. You just be ready to, if I start to lose one side or the other, grab it. Shit, that holds it. It's rolling. Look at that! Oh, hey, you want to kick that kickstand down? Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Take a break if you need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a good push.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, hold on right there. Hold on. Gotta
Okay.
turn the bars. All right. Woo! Look at her. I'll
In
pause
the
here for a minute.
Light of day.
Look at that.
First time in what, 15
15
years?
years. Well, there it is. So we got a new tank. The owner's giving me a new tank, set of keys. As you can see, it's probably gonna have some squirrels that have lived in the air box.
See the acorns.
Yes. And yeah, it's overall it's in pretty good shape. The exhaust on these things, if it's salvageable, which it looks like this one's, it's gonna be close. But those go for about $2,000 just by themselves. So that is, if we can save them, that'll make the value of this bike a little bit better. But yeah, there's the last registration back in 2010. I graduated high school. And yeah, overall, I think she's gonna clean up real nice. Take her home and give her a nice bath. All right, well, we're gonna get this thing loaded up and be on our way. All right, now's where we really get to do some editing once it takes me 5 tries to get the trailer back in here. You don't want that to happen while you're on the road.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. She's good. There she goes. We're gonna head off, get this thing home, give her a nice bath, assess the situation, and go from there. Really hope we can clean it up. Like I said, it's got lots of corrosion, but a lot of it can be cleaned up. There's not a lot of pitting, just you know, acorns and stuff. That's all part of the fun. Cannot wait to see what we find. I can't wait to see what the airbox looks like. Well, anyways, thanks for helping out.
Yeah, you got help to unload?
Yeah, I can do it by myself at home. I got a ramp at home. I got a ramp. I can just roll it off the back. It's easier to unload it because I don't have to lift it, you know?
Okay.
Thanks for your help. Appreciate it.
Good
Thanks
luck.
for moving
Have fun.
stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, it's all sunshine and roses from here. All right, see you guys later.
Be careful.
Oh. Oh no, I should be fine. Thank you guys. See ya. All right. Well, we have acquired the CB750. So, this is the maiden voyage for this trailer as far as being loaded up. So we're gonna keep an eye on it, make sure everything looks as it should. Should be pretty good. I think overall it's in pretty good shape. I'll be able to watch the little ears there in the back, so pretty excited. It's in really good shape. Getting it outside in the sunlight for the first time to take a peek at it. As expected, you know, brakes are seized in the front, so I'll pull the piston apart and try to bring that thing back to life. I think that should be successful. The fluid was actually going through the lines, which is super. That's one less thing I got to worry about. It rolled under its own weight, not terribly, so I think that's a huge win. The kickstart just pushed it slightly. It's free. It's moving freely, I should say. So that's also a really good thing. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it home. We'll give it a bath, and we'll do, like I said, what I like to call kind of the whiteboard assessment. Is you know, start looking at every piece on it and finding out exactly what we need to start ordering for this thing to start the project. So. All right, well, we're headed home, and we'll see you guys shortly. We're back at home base. The CB750 is here, safe and sound. The trailer made it back, mostly in all pieces it left with. I got to fix a fender thing that came apart on the way back, but it stayed on there, so that was good. Again, cheap trailer, but it did the trick. So, yeah, CB750's home. Looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a good bath. Start looking it over, and you know, talk to you guys about some of the things that I was, you know, going to look at, and things that you should look at when you're going to buy something or acquire something like this. So all I can smell within 5 feet of it is very, very bad gas. It's a pretty noticeable and pungent smell. Once you smell it once, you will know that smell for the rest of your life. It's kind of like sweet and chemically, and it's just gnarly. It's not a great smell. So the owner is actually giving me a new gas tank that he had with it, and when he had attempted to or was planning to restore it. So I'll get the gas tank at a later date here, which is good. Yeah, otherwise, let's give this thing a bath and see what we're looking at. Like I said, all things considered, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's going to need a lot of cleanup, a lot of polishing. But everything seems to be mostly there.
So anyways, there's the CB750. So day one, this is what day one looks like. I'm going to let it dry out a little bit here out in the sun, and I'm going to push it into the shop, and we will do the whiteboard assessment, start walking down a list of what we're going to need to spend, and you know, what kind of parts we're going to need to buy for this thing. And yeah, so I will see you when we get inside the shop. Hey everyone, welcome to the workshop. The CB750 is inside, clean as we can get it and dry. And the next part of this project is going to be starting to take this thing apart and finding out what it needs. But you'll have to wait till the next video. So I'm going to start taking it apart, writing parts on the whiteboard, and we'll start to see kind of what you're going to expect when you start taking apart a 50-year-old motorcycle, what we're going to find, and whether or not it's going to be fairly straightforward to get it running and back on the road again. I have high hopes, and I'm looking forward to having y'all join me for this journey. So we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.